Congratulations. How are you feeling?
Thank you. I'm feeling great. Always great to get the victory after so much hard work, especially against a guy like Tim. He's a legend of the sport. I've been watching him since I started the sport. He's been fighting the high level for a long time, and this is really important for me. I'm very happy.
Would you say this is the biggest win of your career?
Maybe yes. I mean, every win at the moment I think is the biggest because it's the challenge we have ahead. But for sure, Tim is one of the guys that I fought that has more fights and big fights. You know, he already fought for the belt. He was the Ultimate Fighter champion, and especially for that moment when I'm coming back from the UFC and make my second victory in a row against a very tough opponent. So this is one of the important fight of my career, victory of my career.
And what was it like stepping in there and fighting somebody that you said you've been watching, for a long time? Was it surreal? Were you able to kind of take that away when you were fighting him? How'd that work out for you?
Yeah, while we was fighting, I was not thinking anything about that. He was just an opponent, just like any other. But for sure, after the fight and before the fight, when they offered the fight, we think, man, this is huge for me. This is huge for my career and huge for my martial arts. I think every fight we have is opportunity to get better, to evolve our game, and that was the main thing that I'm looking forward here. I don't think the day of tomorrow. I always try to think a step ahead, and I think a victory, not just the victory, the fight against a guy like Tim Elliot give you a lot of knowledgement, so you can use in the future for sure.
Were you confident when it went to the judges that you had done enough?
Yes, for sure. I knew the first round was for him because he put me in the ground. He couldn't control me in the ground, but he was, I'm not sure right now, but he was almost a minute controlling me in the cage. So I thought that I didn't make enough in the striking game in the first round for get the round. So I gave the first round for him, and my corners said exactly the same for me. But in the second and the third, I knew that I got the victory.
And where do you think this puts you in your rankings?
For sure in the top 10. I was top in 11. And for sure this victory put me in the top 10, I guess.
Do you think you deserve maybe to swap with him with rankings? Or
maybe yes. I'm not sure, but maybe yes.
And when do you want to get back in there?
Soon as possible, I don't want to rush things, I want to keep evolving and stuff like that. But soon as I feel ready and talk with my coaches and everybody. So I don't want to spend a long time without fighting. I want to keep, keep a good pace fighting. It's my second fight this year. But for now, my focus is in the other guys who came here all the way to help me. And next week we have Pedro Falcão, one of my corners, is gonna fight in the Contender Series. So this is huge, just not for him, but for me, who's been in his side for a long time. So I'm really excited for this fight on next week.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just a couple quick ones. You said that you made an adjustment in between rounds 1 and 2. What was that adjustment that you made? What did you see that you knew you had to make some changes?
Yeah, Tim has like his nickname said, he's an awkward guy. He has a particular style. It's really difficult to find someone in the gym who can emulate his style. So, and not just that, I am the type of guy who, as the fight is going on, I go discovering the rhythm of my adversary. I kind of understand more his tools and how he plays, and I used to get better round by round. But especially for a guy so different like Tim, I think that was something that that patience and observing his style and how he's acting was the adjustment that I needed to put my game ahead of him in the second, the third round.
And I know you said you want to kind of take some time, and if you are able to get them to swap rankings and say you are number 9, how many more fights do you think that you'll need to get through before you can actually get that title shot that you're hoping for?
This depends on a lot of things. depends who I'm fighting with and how I win those fights. You know, we know how your performance can put you, put you on the
Pump you up a
top.
little
You
bit.
know, if you have a really exciting performance, maybe the guy's giving you more attention and stuff like that. But I think I'm close, man. I'm getting close. I don't want to rush things, step by step. I still young, but I think I'm getting ready for the title shot. I think soon I'm gonna have my chance.
How do you celebrate the victory?
Eating a lot, I guess.
What's your go-to eating food when you get to celebrate?
So, my manager, my big friend Eduardo Alonso, he loves to cook. He's almost a chef. He just don't work professionally, but he has a lot of instructions, a lot of course, and he just make me a promise to make a good dessert and a good Brazilian dish. So I hope now we just sit, everybody happy, and have a good dinner, to celebrate the victory.
Congrats on the victory.
Thank you, sir.